Hey guys, it's Manga back on Sheath, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the Zoro's ENMA Katana from One Piece, and I got this suggested by one of you guys in the comment section. So today I have a tutorial on this thing. Now I'll first quickly preview the entire thing, then I'll move on to the tutorial later on. But if you just want a tutorial immediately, then you can skip a few minutes, probably just a few seconds. It's not like I'm going to take the whole video for this, but this is how it looks from the outside. Here's the handle, here's the entirety of the sword. I'll try and fit everything in frame. There it is. I am probably 5'4" or 5'5" in terms of length, so this has to be about 3 feet long. It goes about here. It's more than 3 feet, of course. So yeah, this is the longest sword I have till date, and there's the close-up. The handle, and I used some Zenga pieces for the handguard because it's got some cool handguard with those circular designs. And here's the actual sheath. So I'll teach you guys how to make the entire thing in today's video, and let's open it up. So here's the blade itself. It's a complete wooden finish with simple red, blue, and black paint, and there's the yellow thing, so it actually locks in place with the sheath, and it's painted with the flame design. And this one's a mixture of the manga and the anime version because there's a bit of purple as well as some black in there. Same goes with this thing. Here's purple, but the top part is the manga version. So anyways, the other side looks like this. It's not as impressive because this side has got that curve where it's like actually pointy and sharp. It's not entirely sharp, it's still sharp enough to do some damage. So if you can see from that angle, you will know what I mean. It's got that a pointy tip right there. Can you even see it? Yes, that's it. So yeah, this is how it looks from this side, the other side, but I prefer this side more because the design is more visible there. And now here's the full demonstration. I can't really do any of Zoro's tricks or anything, but I got a total of 3 swords now, and that's more like Zoro than I know. So yeah, here's one. I've probably previewed this about 1 billion times, but I'll do it once more. Here's my another wooden sword with no pointed edge. So I've got 1, 2, and the third one's from Demon Slayer. Here's the third one, Kyoko Kamisari of upper rank 1. And yeah, they're all pretty much the same length, but this guy's pretty short. This one's not as long, as you can see. Oh wait, it's actually the same length. Here's the size comparison of all 3. They're pretty much equal in length, but this new sword is a bit longer than the rest. So yeah, let's wear all 3 like he does in the manga. I'll quickly put them on in my belt and I'll see you when that's done. So here are the 3 swords, and I'm not gonna put the sheath on the other 2 swords because it's either too light or too strong. For example, this paper sword is pretty hard to take out from the red sheath, while on the other hand, the other one, this sheath is too big to fit in my belt. So yeah, I only put the Zoro's sword in the belt, and now I look identical to him, maybe a little bit, I don't know. So either way, I've got 3 swords now, and I don't know if I can do any cool tricks with it, but here's some simple stuff. What do we do? Let's actually do the Zoro's pose. We take one, we take the other one, put it in the mouth. This one's very heavy. I don't know if I can. Oh, I can't do it. There you go. Oh, that hurt. So that can be the thumbnail. I'm gonna take out these 2 just for now, and yeah, let's do some demonstration with our body right here. It's quite hard to put it in because it's too long. So let's start with some simple slices. There's the cut, and there's one way to put it, which I've already shown it, but I'll do it again. And another one, we've got the lightning fast cut. That didn't go well because this is too big. Okay, let's do it again. It takes quite some time to put it in. There you go. That's my lightning cut. And then we've got the other way to put it back in there, which is a spin like this. There you go. And let's see, what else can we do? We can do some cool two-hand movements. Also some katas, but I don't think I'll demonstrate my katas right now since I'm not in the mood to. It's actually pretty cringe. Oh, we're already at 5-minute mark, so this video is gonna be super long if I go on blabbering about this guy. But anyways, it's pretty awesome. You can make this at home with just one piece of wood that we will find anywhere in some wood shop or furniture shops. So yeah, there's our sword. Hope you liked it, and see you in the next one. Thank you, bye bye. And some water. So yeah, that's about it. Now we should probably get into our craft right now. Okay, let's put aside our sheath first. Now the first step has to be the painting step, because that will make things easier at the end. So we'll bring out our big chunk of wood, and I'm guessing I'll hold it like this, so this part goes up and this one down. So we'll paint both sides in a unique manga design mixed with a bit of anime style. Actually, we'll go with the manga sword design. So for that we will be using red as a flaming pattern. So here's some red. Is this red? Yes, this one's red. And I finished my white paint already, so I'll be using a different white. Here it is. I don't know if we'll need white, to be honest, but who knows. And then we'll use a bit of a mix of black and blue to make the other part of the sword. Yeah, you'll get it when I finish it. And yeah, I think these 4 colors must do the trick. Also, do I want to do the yellow for the Zanga pieces? Let's not do the Zanga pieces because the paint is gonna stick all over your hand. So yeah, I think these 4 are gonna be our go-to paint colors. And I think I should take my pencil out just so I can give you guys a rough overlook of what I was thinking. So where's my pencil? Right, so here's our blade, and what I was thinking of doing like a straight line of black and blue, and then a flaming design with red like this. So we will do that painting above a feet of this bottom part, because our handle is going to be this long, exact length of an A4 paper. So we'll use the purple A4 for our handle, and that means our real design begins from somewhere here. So might as well do it from here just to be safe. So I'll start painting the handle from here all the way to the end. So yeah, let's start. Now we don't need hot glue right now. I'll put it aside. We need some water. We've got that. Let's start with red. I'll use a tiny brush for the red one. So we need a heck lot of colors to be able to paint the whole thing. Okay, that should do. Oh, that's too much. That's too much. That is too much. So I'll do most of the painting off camera because I don't want to waste your time. We're already at 7 minutes. So 7 minutes of making. Oops, what's this? and I already have red on my hand. Anyways, so I said I'd start from somewhere here. So what I'm gonna do is do something like this and give it like a flaming look, like that. The brush doesn't seem to be working as I want it to. Yeah, there it is. So all the way across, design like this everywhere. First, let's create a red line, like a straight line of red. So yeah, I'll finish the red flaming part and I'll see you when that's done. So I managed to pull off the painting, but it's gonna take some time to dry. So here's the full painting. This is what I meant by the bluish black. It's not really blue, there's blue and there's black, and I combined it there. So yeah, I like that, but this side looks a bit uglier than the other side because, of course, from the beginning of the video you might have seen it was an extremely dirty side. So yeah, compared to this one's a lot less bright, you know. But I tried to make my flame design, it went out of the thing, so kind of a bummer, but it still does the trick. Also, I just painted up to this point and it's still drying, it seems like. So while it dries, I think we cannot wait any longer. Actually, I can't wait any longer. I'm running out of patience. I want to finish this super quick because this side is looking pretty snazzy. I'm liking the look of it. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this and do some test with it. So yeah, why not move on to the big thing, the handle itself. So I let it rest on the wall right there, so it's gonna rest like this. Okay, maybe like this. Yes, so it's resting right there now. I hope it's not gonna put paint all over that wall, but hope not. So how we're gonna do the handle is actually pretty simple. We'll take one piece of white A4 to make it a bit thicker, and we're gonna need to turn on our hot glue. So I think we gotta wait for it to cook anyways. Well, that sucks. I didn't think this through, did I? So once the handle is done, we'll move on to the sheath, and then we'll add some cool designings and stuff. So yeah, let's wait for the hot glue to heat up. So the glue seems to have heated, and the paint seems to have dried up pretty much. Not entirely, but almost. So now we get to wrap our A4 paper all across this board like this. We're going to leave about like a tiny bit outside because a full A4 length would be too big of a handle. So what we're gonna do is put a bunch of hot glue on one end of the A4 paper like this. And quickly, super quick, stick it right there. It's quite hot, of course. I also made some yellow attachments, which I'll show later on how to make. So now we just need to wrap it up. And in a similar manner, put a purple above it and wrap it the same way like this. So right here we have a complete white handle. So I want you guys to do the same, but with purple. I'll see you when I finish that. So I managed to do the details as well, beside from just covering it with purple, and above that I also added a whole layer of tape to make it all shiny and good looking. So you can add that detail of using tape to make it shiny. So this is how it currently looks. It looks weird right there, but we're gonna cover it with Zanga, so it's not a problem. Aside from that, everything else looks slick and it fits perfectly with my hand. This was such a perfect find. But if you don't find a wood this perfect, then you can use anything, because the last one I used was literally an unshavable big chunk of thing. Was, I don't know, spruce probably. So yeah, you can use any sort of wood, but I'm happy with how this one turned out. Now after this, I'm gonna move on to the Zanga phase. So it'd be better if I was able to like color the Zanga, but that's too much work for me right now, so I'm not gonna do that. Oops. So I think we'll put it like this. So yeah, because the real one has circles, and instead of circles we'll do it like this, but we'll do the same technique, three circle kind of thing, like this. Rotating the camera. So this one I may need to do off camera, because I can't show it on camera. I need to put this on the floor so I can actually hit it up. So yeah, I'll finish that as well. And I finished the handle as well. So this is how it turned out. I added the cool circular designs as well. It's not exactly accurate, but it's sturdy enough. Actually, it's extremely sturdy. I used like an entire stick of hot glue just to finish that. As you can see, I used a new one at the start and I'm already finished. Also, it's sticking to the paper. Alright. So yeah, that's how it turned out. Why is it not focusing? There it is. I think it looks decent. It looks perfect for me. So yeah, I'm happy to have a sword like this. It's extremely long, extremely strong, so yeah, it's impressing myself. I'm impressing myself with this. So the final thing would be to make the sheath, the katana sheath. Now for this step I'm gonna use chart paper, and I've already rolled it to the size, to the length, so it completely covers my sword. Now it does completely cover, but there's like a bit of an extra space around there, so I'm gonna cut the extra stuff later on. So it's somewhere right there. Now the next step is to simply just roll it across your katana until you get the shape right, or the size right. So I don't need this much of an extra piece. Now all I'm going to do is wrap this around my sword and use some hot glue to make sure it doesn't open up, and I'll see you when that's done. So here it is. The use of hot glue is pretty much done, so I turned it off. Now all that's left is to add the decoration to our sheath. So the sheath is like this. So there's a bit thicker top part, so this yellow part can actually stick in there without falling. So that's pretty awesome, and that was the hardest part to make, to be honest. And then I added a purple handle kind of thing with a strong grip. I use a cardboard underneath that to make it strong, but everything else is simply just thin old chart paper. So, and also I added this one little design and covered up the bottom. So the next thing we're gonna do is, I wanted to do this on camera, that is to add some designs to our craft right here. So I'll take some red A4, 2 pieces, okay, 2, 3, and 4, and like that. I'll do the same for the other 2, and I'll wrap the whole thing with tape to finish things off, and then we will have a fully finished ENMA Katana. So yeah, let me wrap things up and I'll see when that's done. And there it is. So well, I did the taping on the top side and it didn't look too well because it looked a bit too yellowish, so I left the bottom part as it is without coloring it entirely black. But I did tape this and the purple bit completely, so as you can see it's shiny. And here's the other side, and the main real side is right there with the top and the bottom. Nice. So I'm impressed with how this turned out. So here's the full sword in proper lighting. It's actually the same day. It took me like 1 or 2 hours to make this, but the lighting seems to be changing every second. That's because I keep putting down my curtains and opening them up randomly. Here's the other side. So to put it on, you just have to do this and then it slides in perfectly like that. And it's a bit too tight right there, exactly how I wanted it, and I can feel it somewhere right there. It's still there. So yeah, to open this thing you can use your thumb, but it's super tight, so I'd recommend use both hand, but you can make it less tight. There you go, I opened it with my thumb only. Cool. So, and like that you can just do your thing. Pretty amazing. I'm happy with it. So I made the top bulk of the thing a bit heavier. I mean a bit more, yes, it's kind of a bit more heavy as well, but a bit more stronger because I gotta put my belt right there. Oops. So I put my belt right there and it needs to be strong so the belt doesn't like squish the entire thing. So yeah, this is how it turned out. Let me take you off the camera, and yes, there's the entire sword. Pretty darn long, like extremely, super extremely long sword. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. This was an amazing build. I have now 3 total swords. All 3 are my favorite ones. I actually made like 2 other swords, but they aren't too strong, so I'm not gonna mention them. These are the top 3 strongest weapons in my house and my favorite ones as well. So yeah, happy with how it turned out. They have almost equal length handle. This one has the shortest handle. Okay, so that's about it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got some inspiration to do some paper crafts. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment me down below what should I do next in my next video, and share my videos. Thank you. Bye bye.